All right, welcome to Q104.com. We got Anoop from American Idol hanging out with us. I'll be honest, when I first started watching American Idol and people would cheer for you, I thought they were booing because they would say Anoop, and all I would hear was the ooh.
Right.
Did that ever bug you?
No, I hoped at least that's what they were saying, not boo. You know, they were yelling my name. But we had a basketball player at Carolina named Quentin Thomas. People would call him Q, and so that's what people would yell Q at him all the time. And so I was sort of used to that, you know.
What's the most difficult thing? I mean, they talk about the American Idol bubble. When you're there, you're doing the show, and you really don't have any contact with the outside world, maybe besides your family. What's the most difficult thing about doing 2 shows a week on television in front of millions and being in a competition all at the same time?
I mean, for me, it was being away from my friends and family, and you know, it's weird about the show when you decide that you're tired. When it comes out that you're tired and you miss home, you get homesick. That's the week that you leave. It's and that was definitely the case with me. I think it was the case with pretty much everyone. Whenever you started just forgetting about it as a competition and getting homesick or nostalgic, whatever, you're out. So that was the hardest part for me is keeping focused on what we had to do.
What's the relationship with the judges when you're not actually doing the show, the taping? Do you have contact with them? Do you get to talk to them at all?
No, we saw them. I mean, we hardly ever saw them actually, apart from when they were sitting there across from us. The one exception was Paula when she choreographed the one group number for us, but that's about it.
Obviously, I'm sure you've read things about Paula. What's going on? Is she going to be back? Is she not? How much of that, the producers, you've done the show, is that a publicity thing or is that just legit?
I have no idea. I know the producers, but only as they
want you to know them,
interact with us. And I mean, they're all great people, I think, and so is Paula, so are all the judges. But we don't really, we're not privy to the insider information on the show at all.
So the closest we get is the Perez Hiltons and the TMZs and the...
Pretty much, but half the time I don't think they know what they're talking about either, so...
So I guess stay tuned to Fox.
Yeah,
Find out.
Right.
New season of American Idol, what is it, January?
Right.
So a day in the life in the tour, like you get here, I heard that you guys wake up at noon? That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, well, it's whenever we can wake up. I've never had to sleep this long in my life. It's a different type of just like exhausted at the end of the day, because it's talking all day and then waiting all day, and then you're off and on. You never get like a normal sort of routine going. So for us that's hard, and by the time we get in at 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whenever we get to our hotel, it's just we're out, and it's really weird because you wouldn't think that just like sitting around and talking and sitting around and waiting would be that exhausting, but for whatever reason, it's just for all of us, it's rough.
Is there a question that you continually get asked by every person that you sit down with?
So how's tour going? Yeah.
That's a good way to get into the conversation, I suppose.
No, everyone asks if we like play pranks on each other, which I think is kind of funny. Not really.
No.
Do
you all get along?
We're like some sort of traveling circus. We just like throw water balloons at each other all the time or something.
That would be exciting. Does everyone get along?
Though?
I know everyone always says they get along, but do they really?
No, totally. We're all very close friends, and we talk to each other as such too. We'll have our little spats sometimes, but it's just like a brother, like brothers or brother and sister.
And you're probably going to get, any time you travel with the same group of people for an extended period of time, of course that
Well, I mean, I think you can either get really annoyed with everyone, or you can, you meld as a group, and I think, for us it's been the latter.
Well, Anoop, I appreciate you sitting down with us. American Idol tour. How long are you guys on the road for?
For another 3 weeks.
No, so this is kind of the end.
Sort of, yeah.
What are you doing next?
I'm moving to LA, and focusing on making some music.
Cool.
That's what I want to do.
We'll look forward to hearing it.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Good to meet you.
All right.